Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Saturday, July 15th. Do have warmer weather arriving, especially on Sunday this weekend, with a heat advisory in effect for large portions of the area. A cold front on Monday is going to bring widespread strong wind gusts with isolated chance for some thunderstorms. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today: weekend warm up. So we saw below normal temperatures yesterday in the 70s to upper 80s. Very pleasant if you were outside. We are going to have that triple digit heat returning for Sunday. So a little bit warmer today, and then it's going to max out on Sunday as the warmer temperatures of the season work into our area. A cold front on Monday will help to drop those temperatures down a couple degrees, but the more concerning things will be centered around the strong winds and increased fire danger concerns given how dry conditions are going to be, with widespread wind gusts between about 30 to 50 miles an hour, with isolated dry thunderstorms possible, so a little bit of lightning out there potentially on Monday. Drier and cooler Tuesday in the forecast, with the warming term returning midweek as we return to above normal temperatures for the later part of next week. Look at satellite this morning, not a whole heck of a lot to see out there. High pressure ridge moving in with a high pressure dome over the desert southwest. It's going to be a very hot day today and tomorrow ahead of this cold front in southern Idaho. Bigger picture for you is into the northern Pacific. So high pressure, again, mostly dry air just working in. You can see that ridge beginning to amplify as the dry air entrains all the way up into western Canada. But we're going to be keeping an eye on this system here. So as this system adds an extra weight on this western edge of this ridge, this will provide enough force to kick that high pressure just a little bit east, especially in the northern Rocky Mountains. So this system will be moving onshore later part of this weekend into early next week, swinging a cold front through here as conditions remain mostly dry, but we're still keeping an eye on those strong winds. Weather risk outlook for your next 5 days, nothing to talk about today. Should be an overall beautiful day, a little bit warmer temperatures with light winds. And then for Sunday, main concerns again will be centering around heat and a little bit of breezy winds up towards central Idaho. For Monday, that cold front will be swinging through. We're looking at widespread strong winds and isolated dry thunderstorm chances. A little bit of lingering winds occurring for Tuesday, but beyond that, we're looking at slightly cooler temperatures and up slightly above normal temperatures returning back for your Wednesday. Watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. So we do have a heat advisory in effect for large portions of southern Idaho and an excessive heat warning as you head into northern Utah. High temperatures today should be fairly seasonable, if not slightly just above normal. Afternoon highs in the 80s to mid-90s. And wind gusts this afternoon, again, fairly light. Should be coming out with west and north, depending on where you're at, but should be at less than 25 miles an hour. High temperatures on Sunday, so this is looking like the warmest day of the period. Again, we're seeing those very warm temperatures, looking at upper 90s to low 100s, especially across the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. But places like Chalice up towards Salmon could be seeing 100 degrees for the first time this year. We are going to be seeing the potential for setting records at all of our climate sites. Those are Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Burley, Stanley, and Chalice, so be keeping an eye on that for Sunday. And wind gusts on Sunday, at least starting to see a slight uptick in winds, generally about 20 to 35 miles an hour. Those gusts in the afternoon on Sunday, ahead of that cold front working through. Low temperatures Monday morning, so the heat risk concerns will continue into Monday morning, keeping that heat advisory around to capture some of the warmest overnight lows that we see typically in a season, which are generally the mid-60s to low 70s. And you can see really good downsloping winds through Pocatello, American Falls, Burley to Oakley to Twin. We are going to see that strong southerly winds, at least downsloping us a little bit ahead of that Monday morning. Before the cold front works in, going to start off the day pretty warm, and again, looking at some warmer temperatures again for Monday afternoon as well. And speaking of Monday afternoon, there we go, upper 80s, starting to see mid-90s. Not seeing any more of the triple digits, thankfully, but not seeing any 70s just yet outside of Teton Pass, but those will be more in the forecast as we head into Tuesday. And wind gusts on Monday, again, we're seeing widespread 30 to 50 mile an hour, if not pushing 55 to 60 across portions of the Snake Plain and Central Mountains. So certainly will be a very windy day on Monday, and again, some isolated chances for some dry thunderstorms. The Storm Prediction Center has outlined our entire area on just the outside chance for a thunderstorm or two as this cold front works through. There will be sufficient instability and moisture as this front comes through to spark at least the isolated activity throughout the Monday afternoon and evening period for dry thunderstorms. High temperatures on Tuesday looking noticeably cooler, just about what we saw yesterday, but should be back into the upper 70s to low 90s for your Tuesday. And wind gusts on Tuesday generally be about 20 to 40 miles an hour. Again, just a lingering breeziness behind that front as we get some of that cooler air in here. Zonal flow returning aloft. Strongest wind should be across the Snake Plain, Eastern Highlands, and maybe up towards the Montana Divide for Tuesday. High temperatures on Wednesday. So we're looking at that slight uptick in temperatures, losing the 70s, but we're back going to be in the 80s to mid-90s for your Wednesday. And wind gusts on Wednesday going to be noticeably quieter. I guess it'll be about 25 to 30 miles an hour. That's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have a great weekend.